Hey, how you guys doing? Chan Trades back with another trade recap. Today was an interesting day. I did win money. I made $20 trading ES futures, but in the long run, I should have made a lot more. Just jumping into the day real quick. This is the 4 hour. Really just use it to mark out this high. This is an all-time high, so a pretty strong confluence. Coming onto the 1 hour, we can kind of form our bias. There's basically just consolidation through Asian session and London session. We did manipulate Asian session highs during pre-market, but we also manipulated Asian session and London session lows, as well as this 1 hour low down here. That's where I formed my bias. Essentially, I formed it from consolidation to New York manipulation reversal, which we got that right. So manipulated down. This is a data high. This was from the core PPI today. Core PPI is it's like CPI, which is just kind of marking inflation on how things are rising and growing, right? That type of rate. It's a similar metric. So obviously not the best, right? We also had jobless claims today. So just big candle down, right? I was really targeting this data high right here, right? Because my bias was to go up, bullish, because we manipulated this right here. So, and then I had this high right here, this 1 hour high that I was wanting to target today. Just kind of taking a look at it coming into pre-market. There's a big S&T, right? And that's kind of where this data low is formed. So I already had that going into pre-market. No other S&Ts that are worth noting for me on the 5 minute. So we'll just explain this real quick, make it nice and easy. I'll explain it a little more, right? So we manipulate all these lows down here. So we manipulated Asian, London, and then a high time frame low. And all the orders that were at the bottom of those ranges got filled, right? Which they got filled in this area right here. And we reversed, and I saw the reversal from the 5 minute. We basically broke structure right here, right? So on the 5 minute, this was market open. We come and break structure, right? So what that's saying to me is that order flow is shifting. All the orders that were all the way down there at all those lows that we went down to, they all got filled, right? Because orders rest under lows or above highs, right? That's where people exit, and that's where people enter orders. I'll actually kind of show that real quick. So if we have an uptrend, okay, that's pretty bad. We'll pop on the hour, make it a little easier. Let's see, we'll change to black. Okay, so if we have an uptrend like so, retail traders, if they're seeing a trend is going up like this, the moment that price essentially breaks above the last high, they're going to enter, right? They're going to enter to go up because they think the trend is going to continue, right? Same thing if the trend was going down like this, right? So this low right here, if price breaks below this low, they're going to think the trend is continuing, right? Which makes sense. But liquidity lies at the top of highs, right? And that's where I formed my bias, and that's really how I trade. I trade off of liquidity, and I trade off a higher time frame liquidity. Higher time frames hold higher powers. Essentially, right here, there's two orders being filled. So there's new buy orders going in this direction. Oh, that's a bad up. Whatever. And then there's stop losses, right? So people that shorted in here, they have their stop loss above this high. So there's two sets of orders being filled. That give market makers or people who move the markets, have a lot of money, wherever the market's going to go, right? The people that determine that, it gives them the orders to push market to go the other way, right? So that's a liquidity sweep, and that's what I traded off of today. So we go back to the 5 minute. That's what I trade off of every day. So we had that, right? So we came down, we swept out all these, all the lows over here. Orders got filled. We come up, we break structure right here. That's telling me that order flow shifted, right? We're now going up. We're reversing, right? From there, I really just look for entry. I wanted to see something kind of like down here. This didn't really get anything. We did push up. and we formed a fair value gap, and we also had equilibrium for this move, so this swing low to this swing high. I just marked it with this green line, and we came down. We came into the fair value gap. Some might say it got inverted, right? Because the candle was at one point all the way down here, right? It didn't because the body didn't close, so it actually got filled. This imbalance got filled. And more so, this equilibrium got filled too. So that's two really good confluences. From there, I was on the 1 minute, and both of these get filled, right? We come up. We are in bearish structure right here. And how I know we're in bearish order flow, is because we inverse this fair value gap right here. So basically, when you're trading on a higher time frame, there's going to be some type of retrace, which is just a retrace of the higher time frame to go and rebalance itself, right? Like price, it doesn't just typically just go up, right? It'll go up, down, right? It's retracing, it's rebalancing itself. It's filling orders that didn't get filled in the initial move up, right? So they can keep going higher. So that's what this is. So coming into this move up, this black candle comes down, inverses this fair value gap, basically meaning order flow is changing. So now we are we're bearish on the 1 minute. We come down and we fill these confluences, and then from there I see a reversal, which there's a high right here, and we get a candle closure above. So now we're bullish on the 1 minute, right? So I see a reversal out of it. I could wait for a 5-minute candle closure out of these confluences to basically to determine if my confluences are right, or I can wait for a break of structure, or for value gap, or Fibonacci. There's different things I can wait for. I got a break of structure. That was nice. I entered, and then we kind of just went into this consolidation drawdown stuff we've been doing the past few days. I exited really quick. There's SMT at this time. I marked it right here, so the side of this I and Q, that same spot, believe it was right here. Yeah, so the SMT. If you guys don't know what SMT is, go watch my previous trade recap. I explained it there. I can mark it out correctly. So I got SMT. And then we get a bullish one just off of those lows. So I probably should have stayed in this trade, but I felt like price. The best way to explain this, if you're looking at the chart, kind of like subjectively, where will price go to? Where is price going to draw to? Well, it's going to draw to liquidity, right? It's going to, like how I was explaining before, where orders rest at the top of highs and lows. It's the same for where it's going to reverse off of, right? Or where price wants to draw to. If we're right here, it's a lot easier for price to come up and take out these highs than to just reverse and come down and take out these lows, right? The distance between is greater, right? From here to here than here to here. Also, to get down to here or to get down lower, you probably need orders, right? To get filled. Unless it's news, unless it's like that type of thing. But that's typically how the market moves. I just felt NQ was really close to it. To going and taking out this high right here, right? At that same time, it kind of came down a little bit. It's that same retracement move. But there was a huge fair value gap right here. And I thought, I don't know why I should have stayed in this trade. I just thought price was going to go in the other direction. Because of the SMT, because of the fair value gap, because of how order flow has been recently, I just saw this consolidation. And in my head, it just flashed, I have a chance to get out. Let me get out before I lose $200 or whatever it was that I put on the trade. If I'm making that, if I'm that fearful, I shouldn't be in the market, right? But I don't think I should be that fearful for this trade. I had really good confluences, right? Like my confluences made a lot of sense, and it just didn't connect to my brain, right? If I would have waited in this trade, we do go in a drawdown, right? We have this consolidation. We come in a drawdown. We fill this fair value gap in here. push up, we come back down to the same spot, right? Like price action is moving like shit, you know, linearly, like in linearly. That's close enough. And then we see, we just shoot up, we take out those highs, and where we reverse off of those highs, right? So this would have been a great trade to be in. My trade from yesterday too. I don't know if I'll be able to show it. Let's see. Okay, there's all my stuff. Can we get Monday, Wednesday, like right here? We're gonna mark it with a line so I can find it. I think it was like right here. Yeah, it was right here. So this was the trade that I entered into yesterday. I believe it was off of this candle. Stop above here, and then I had my first take profit here, and I think I brought it down to, oh shoot. I think I brought it down to like these lows. It was something like this, right? So really similar to today, where we're just kind of in this drawdown, we're just kind of stuck, but we're filling a fair value gap in there, right? So my stop is protected. It's like, where's it go? It goes where I think it's going to go, right? I think right now with my trading, predicting price and price movement is half the battle, right? I think I can predict accurately, I don't know, maybe we'll say like 80% of the time where price is going to go, right? Based on everything that I just talked about, right? Liquidity, how I gain my bias in pre-market, whether price is manipulating, because I trade off of, yes, liquidity. We have to have orders to get filled to move, and we have to have an area for orders to get filled to reverse, right? But I'm just not executing, right, in the way that I should. I should be executing in a way where, you know, this makes sense, right? Like, price action might not make sense, but my execution makes sense, and eventually price action can't necessarily stop price from drawing to where it's going to draw to, right? So it's really just me in my own head. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to be patient this week. You know, like more confirmation in my own strategy. Also, too, I'm in the process of, I have my own brokerage account, but I'm in the process of trying to acquire a funded account. Going through the challenge right now. Excuse me, sorry. A little burp. But I think another burp. All right, I think another burp. No, but I think if I'm going to, you know, be successful in this is the final thing I need to overcome. Because I already know enough to know this stuff on a technical basis. There's always more I can know. And there's always more I need to learn. But I know enough, right, to do this thing. Proof in case, right? Proof in case, like I'm on a maybe 6 trade losing streak. Some of those trades, it's been me. A few of them, I think 2 of them. The rest, I mean, all of them have been me ultimately, right? But they've all gone where I've wanted it to go. And for one reason or another, my stop loss, my bias, me just being scared to be in the market, it's causing those trades. It's causing my trades not to actually succeed and go through. I promise myself, when I start just executing and just leave it, I will see success. Like, I can grow my account into something far beyond what I can even imagine. Like this trade right here, I would have made $750 for the contract that I risked. That would be all of my losses for the past month and a half. Maybe more. Probably more. But I'm not allowing myself the opportunity to even play this through because I'm so scared of losing money. And that's not what I shouldn't be scared of the money. The money is the reward and the end product for what this trade becomes. You know, I should just do this because I'm confident in my own ability, but I'm not. I'm not confident in my own ability. Like, saying this out loud is really good. I need to hear this. I need to just be confident in my ability. I think market's going to go this way. There we go. If it doesn't, I'll learn, right? It's not that I am getting the direction wrong, right? So I'm just getting this execution part wrong. So, anyways, basically what I'm trying to say, when I get this corrected, which I will, it's hard to do this and to consistently do it, but I will get it corrected. I think realistically, we got a few more months in the year, like 5? Like, including this month. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, including this month. I think I can make the money that I set out to make this year. Not that it's about the money. Not that I'm doing this solely for the money. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is me trying to learn something. It's something I'm really passionate about, too. I'm super passionate about everything that I've been talking about. How the market moves, the confluences, why I believe in thinking this way. Also, too, it feels damn good to be like, when everyone did this, I did this. Right? When everyone shorted the market here, said the market was going down, I saw this, that, it's going up. Whatever it may be. Right? I don't know. Thank you guys for the support. I do really appreciate it. This is going to be a great rest of the month this month. Like, we got this. We got this in the bag. Next few weeks, hopefully I can pass my funded. Once I get my funded, it'll be game-changing because it's a $100,000 funded is the one I'm trying to acquire right now. What a funded is, it's money that a prop firm gives you to trade with, but it's more strict. There's stuff with it, right? But if I can potentially gain the profits of that, I can start dumping it into my personal account, build this account up. By the end of the year, we're looking at maybe like a $100,000 personal account. And next year, it's just, from there, sky's the limit, right? Anyways, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's get some bread. Let's get some mother hecking bread. Because I'm not going to say the frick word. All right, but peace. Love you guys. Bye-bye.